Hi, it's Phil. Welcome back to Rovensden. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. This is a series on the records that I picked up while I was in Japan. You'll be notified when the next one comes out. I still have a few that are set to come out. I already have had a few that have released. So if you haven't seen those, be sure to check them out. I did one on jazz, soul and R&B, the Beatles, and Deep Purple. Today I'm going to talk about metal. I never see used metal here in the U.S., let alone first pressings. It's an oddity. It's very rare. Occasionally you'll see the reissue, the music on vinyl or Friday Music or something that's put it out, but to see original pressings, very rare. Imagine my surprise when I got over to Japan and saw pristine, mint, low-cost pressings, first pressings of so many metal and hard rock albums that I've been wanting to acquire. And happy as I was, I did and picked them up. So I'm going to show you what those were today. First album that I brought home was Aerosmith Rocks. Some say this is the best Aerosmith record. They also had Pump and 9 Lives over there as well. But when I looked at them, I saw that they were modern U.S. pressings, so I did not get those. This was really cool. Jeff Beck's Wired, Japanese press, has the obi. Usually, if you see an album without the obi, it pales in comparison to the price that they sell them for with the obi. I picked up this. This is mint. It's a minty copy, and it's on Mercury. Notice that. I did a short of that, and someone said, that's not an accurate album. Well, check Discogs. It sure is. I was very happy to pick up this. This is one that I passed up. I said, you know what? I don't really want to get a single, 12-inch single. And I passed it up. And then a couple days later, I said, you know what? I want it. So I went back, and they still had it, thankfully. I never picked this up. I'd heard that the US version doesn't sound so great. I think the German pressing is what I heard was a good pressing of this album. But I picked up the Japanese, and I just love that logo. Check that out. Not the logo, the label on the record. I just love that there. And then first US pressings. They had this. Sealed. First U.S. pressing, sealed. I couldn't believe it. Who took this over there and got rid of it, still sealed. Same with this one. First U.S. pressing, where is it? First U.S. pressing, sealed, under lock and key. So obviously, mint, the vinyl. So super excited to have that. This is something that I never thought I would ever see in the wild, ever. I thought I'd end up having to buy it on Discogs or eBay at some point. And I found it in the wild, and I paid $3 US for it. So happy. A Japanese maxi single. Absolutely stellar. I guess I heard that the UK version still sounds a little bit better, but it doesn't have the bonus tracks on there. Sealed. First Canadian pressing. I couldn't believe it. Picked this up. Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. Absolutely astonished. And the price tag that's on it, I don't know what that is. Someone maybe can tell me what that was. I don't know. Some store in Sweden, I think, is where that came from. But it was in Japan. Picked this up. This is a fantastic sounding record. Absolutely stellar. Quiet vinyl. The song remains the same. Beautiful there. Another album, EP rather, that I have never, ever seen. Never. Was so stunned to see it. This one here. Queensryche's EP. Absolutely fantastic to pick that up. Super stoked about that. Then we had Rainbow Rising. Another fantastic, absolutely stellar sounding record. Another Rainbow, sticking with Rainbow, just fantastic, absolutely beautiful. I love Dio, so amazing he was. He's missed. And then another record, another EP that I never ever seen. So crazy, couldn't believe it. And I picked this up. It was relatively cheap. They wanted, I don't know, $4 for it, the equivalent of like $4 US. And then a couple of days later, I was at a different store, and they had the exact copy for like $7 with the obi. But I already purchased it without. So, oh well, what are you gonna do? Picked up. Can't believe how many Rat records I saw over there. So I never knew Rat was as popular in Japan as it was here. But sure enough, I picked up. These are all first press, Japanese first press, by the way. Picked these all up. Super stoked to have these. Really excited. Then this one here as well. You know, I wish it would have been one of the full-length albums of Roth, but I'll take the EP. Why not? And then these, man, I couldn't believe UFO, Michael Schenker Group, Scorpions. They had gazillions of all of these, and they're all first press, Japanese first press of these two. So super stoked. The thing that sucked about the Scorpions albums is they're using up all my stickies to show you here on YouTube, so I don't get flagged or anything. But yeah, these are all first pressings of these. Absolutely amazed that I found these in absolute immaculate condition. So surprised. Did not pick up any of the spin-offs, UFO or Michael Schenker groups, but next time. Did not have space. Never had seen this before, obviously, in the U.S. This is the Japanese version of Tokyo Tapes. So excited to find this. They had multiple copies of this. I was able to get that. Blackout. They also had Blackout with the Obi, and they wanted like $85 for it, so I let it go. Did not pick it up. This is, I believe, a U.S. first press of this, so I couldn't believe it. Anyone familiar with this classic rock album? Couldn't believe that it was a U.S. first press, and I believe this is a U.S. first press as well. No, it's not. It's Japanese first press. But I don't have this. I don't have the U.S. version of this, so I was super excited to pick this up. And lastly, another album that I never ever see in the wild. Super happy to pick it up and see it. Was this Whitesnake. I'm trying to collect the classic Whitesnakes when I see them. I know that they've reissued for Start Your Ear Off Right or something. Rhino's reissued a couple of them, but Rhino Hi-Fi, that's a box set you could do. You could do the Whitesnake, the early years, do all whatever 7 albums or whatever. Oh, come on, Rhino. You're putting out all the newer stuff and deluxe editions and everything. That's what you got to do next. Rhino Hi-Fi's that. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed my metal collection here. I still have rock and pop coming up, soundtracks, and some Japanese world music. So quite a few, as you can see, that I picked up. Remember, if you have never listened to these, give them a spin. Do a shootout if you have, because it's true. I've learned there is magic in these grooves. I will see you next time.